is up? We are here at American Girl Mine, a dispersed BLM campsite, and there's tons of space out here. Everyone's all kind of just spaced out here in the desert. I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see some vans back there. But the way the roads are laid out and everyone's kind of spread out like this reminds me a lot of ice fishing. Kind of makes me excited. I got a trip planned at the end of the month or beginning of February to head up and do some ice fishing with some buddies. So looking forward to that, but this kind of just feels familiar to me in that way. You want up? You want uppies? You want uppies? Whoa. Oh. Alright, we're staying out at American Girl Mine for a while, and this is a very dispersed campsite. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how there's so many people just kind of spread out around the desert. Like I said, kind of reminds me of ice fishing, the way the roads are and everything, but I'm going to go navigate my way to a geocache. Again, there's a few geocaches spread around here. So it'd be a good way to kind of see what's going on around here. So this one's at a old abandoned runway. It said General Patton and his troops landed there. So let's see what we see. Alright, I kind of hope this isn't it. If it is, it's really, really obvious. It just looks like trash. And it is. Could have done better. Oh well, maybe I'll hide it a little better so it doesn't just look like garbage. So actually have some bikers that kind of came by and it's like, oh, he's just picking up trash. So now it kind of looks like I'm just leaving trash. Again, terrible, terrible geocache. That was pretty much a mile walk total for probably the worst geocache I've ever seen. Wasn't even hidden. Like, the only reason it's still there is because people don't feel like picking up trash. It's kind of sad. Oh well. Time to get our pump on. First time using one of these Amazon lock boxes. Pretty easy. Scan your barcode, door pops open. So I decided to go get this geocache that's a drive away kind of out in the desert. And I took one road that Apple or Google Maps suggested to me. That was not a through road. And really kind of tested the capabilities of the Jeep. We got out of that. Now we're on another sketchy kind of road. This one looks a little more maintained than what I was on though. Yeah, that last one kind of led me into like a ditch, river, dried out river almost. Yeah. Anyway, got out of that. Now we're on our way to the geocache. I'm probably not going to take this way back. I'm going to go the other way. It seems more of a maintained road would be that way, and back around the highway. But let's see where this takes us. Alright, so I ended up turning around on this road. This is definitely an OHV trail. Yeah, I didn't want to keep going and it'd be worse than it already has been. So yeah, I just turned around and I'm just gonna go the long way around if I'm gonna even get to this geocache. I don't think it's supposed to be hard to get to. It's just maps from my starting point gave me the off-road option. So yeah, let's go back around and hopefully not have any issues from here on it. This is kind of what this is a small one, but this is kind of what I'm talking about, like these ditches. But at least I know the Jeep can handle it. That's for sure. Also don't want to put too much strain on it, so. Well, I finally made it to a spot where I can park the car. It says it's 0.6 miles away from where I am. So we're just gonna go for a hike. Car should be pretty safe there. I think the problem is I'm not too far away on a map, but I don't know how much up and down there is. The geocache mentions that there's a trail and then like a steep part towards the geocache. So we'll find out. Maybe. You know what? I don't think I'm really on the trail per se, but so I think I'm just gonna kind of cut my losses on this geocache. But even with that, it's a nice little hike, something to get out and do. And I mean, just look at that view. There's the Imperial Sand Dunes over there, and all that is the BLM land where all those people are camping, and then our Scamp is somewhere in that direction. So I think I'm just gonna hike back down, go to the car, and yeah, have a day. But regardless, it's always fun to just get out and explore a little bit. Now let's just see if we can find the car. Found it. I kept turning around like every bush, like, oh, it's gonna be right there. It's gonna be right there. And finally I spotted it. Happy New Year! About 100 feet away. It's in that bush. Aha! Found it. Whitman Sampler, Chocolates and Confections. Does this have our log in it? It does. But there's no pen. You don't have to have a pen on you, do you? Okay, so I guess I won't be writing down. Found it. I actually do have, I don't think I'm going to take anything out of this one. You want a census pin? I'm not going to take anything out of this one, but I am going to leave $5 So I always kind of hope that I could find money in here. So just leave it up there to the back. There's an old mine shaft that's kind of crumbled. Story time. So the other day was January 1st, New Year's. I didn't record anything, or kind of just hunkering down, stayed up way later than we normally would. But January 1st was windy. Talking like 30+ mph winds constant, probably 60-mile-an-hour gusts. It was pretty bad. And at one point our solar panels started flipping over, so I had to take the legs down and lay them on the ground. Kind of wish I would have got some video from it, but it's all right. So I just wanted to share that. In conclusion, there's really not much to do in the desert. There's geocaching. We got a gym membership, so we've been going to Yuma about every other day to go work out and take a shower. But as far as like things to do around here, I've just been playing like Nintendo Switch. So unless you have an OHV, I mean, what do you expect? It's the desert. It's barren. But along those lines, I had an idea, and this kind of re-sparked that idea since before we even left. I think I'm going to buy myself something to help with boredom and transportation. So we'll find out in the next video. But I think you're going to like it. So, on that note, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.